Hey, this is Zero Sum and welcome back to FTL. When we last left off, we were just at the end of Sector 6, moving on to Sector 7. I was really hoping for a store in Sector 6 so we could actually upgrade the ship a little bit. Didn't manage to find any stores that were nearby. We've got a lot of scrap available though, 294 scrap. The ship's pretty well equipped. Let's jump onto the rock homeworlds, next sector. I'll have a quick look at the ship before we move on. We've got a decent loadout. Burst 2, Burst 1, Pike Beam, 3 shields already, which is almost good enough to fight the flagship. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more though. Maybe a little bit of buffer at least. We've got mind control as well. The only thing I would like to pick up is either a cloak or a defense drone before the end of the game. So hopefully we can find a store here before too long. A few freighters pass by, but they refuse all communications. Must not want to sully their reputation by talking with foreigners. And we have a store, excellent. Fingers crossed for a cloak. And there is no cloak. There's a combat drone, not what I want. We've got defense 2, which is not what I want either. Do we risk just pushing on without drone control? What else do we have? Advanced FTL navigation. That might be useful. It's 50 scrap though. Emergency respirators might help for boarding parties. Let's sell the stun. I'm not going to be using the stun at all. Let's do some repairs. Let's grab... I don't think we need to buy any fuel. I think we're good for fuel. How much would a 4th weapon cost us at this point? 190. This is 100 for the weapon itself, well, plus the reactor power. We could still reactor power from something else temporarily though. It's a 3 power weapon. Do we have any other stores coming up? We do. Always check. Always check before you buy. Cloaking. Thank you very much. And let's buy some reactor power for that. Excellent. What else do we have? Scrap recovery arm, explosive replicator, fire suppression, drone control. Oh, if that was a defense drone, I was tempted to go for the drone control as well. They do have a defense drone though. 75, we could sell the system repair and go for the defense drone. We'd need power to run that. With the mind control, the 2 burst lasers, the pike beam, I would like to get a little bit more projectile weapon. Maybe like another laser or something. But it will give us an extra layer of protection against the flagship if we go for drone control and a defense drone. Let's do it. Yes, we can't afford to run it just yet. Let's sell the system repair. Let's buy the defense 1. Leaves me with 2 scrap. So yeah, we need to pick up some more scrap. Full arsenal. How do we see our achievements here? We have 11 systems installed on the Kestrel cruiser at one time. Excellent. Yeah, I suppose we can always just steal power from shields to run the defense if we need to. Let's try and backtrack and pick up some of these beacons that we missed. Find a rock ship docked with a damaged Mantis fighter. Before you have a chance to hail them, the ship moves in to attack you and you register teleporter symbols from the disabled ship. Using Mantis tech to board you, intruders on board. All those rockmen, they've got decent weapons as well. Heavy 2, Heavy 1, and a Flak 2. Let's just take them into medbay. Well, still I think we've got the 3 crew members on board ship as well at the moment. Open up all the doors, let's do this properly. Oxygen off. More intruders, holy moly, there's a lot of rockmen on board my ship now. That could be a problem. Door upgrade might be a good idea at this point as well. Medbay on. We can accommodate 3 of them in medbay and that's it. So yeah, let's mind control one of the other ones. Which means we can't mind control the pilot on their ship, that's fine. We'll deal with that later on. I've got the cloak now as well, so we'll probably cloak through their flak 2 shot. Excellent, bunch of misses. Weapons are charged. Let's try and at least knock down their shields. We'll aim for their weapons though. Shields are down. And we'll send the pike beam through what? Cloaking, weapons, shields. Can we get all 3 of those or 4? Not quite. Let's go just those 4 systems then. Okay, he's gone back. You can stay in piloting for now. Okay, our pilot's getting a little bit low on health here, so we may actually swap you out in a second for this guy here. You go back to medbay. Let's actually turn the oxygen on the ship as well. Okay, close the doors. We need 35 scrap to get the door upgrade, so if we get the scrap, we'll actually do that now. Okay, they're going back to the ship. Let's send everyone back to stations. Mind control their pilot this time. Go back to their weapons. Is there like a high room shot on this? What are they down to weapons wise? Just their heavy lasers. No threat to us anymore. More intruders. Very annoying. And I think it was that. 3 fuel, 34 scrap, no surrender. Oops, this guy's getting a little bit low. 1 fuel, 45 scrap, and we can get the door upgrade as soon as this guy's dead. That should help us handle intruders a little bit better. I think all our crew are leveled up, yep. Actually getting a bit of repair and fighting experience as well. If we can build up a little bit of scrap, we find some crew members at some stores, and the late game we may actually purchase some crew members. Would like to have shields, at least shields equipped, crewed, before we fight the flagship. Let's have a quick look, make sure everything's fine on the ship, yep. Let's jump on. There's not much at this beacon, just a few abandoned depots, stripped clean. You're immediately messaged by an imposing looking rock war vessel. You're the ship off to save the Fair Ocean, aren't you? And you expect to survive in that hunk of junk? They're pretty well equipped. They've got an iron weapon, a big missile, burst 2 and a flak 1. But we've got a cloak. We're strong enough to destroy you. Oh, one ship is not the same as a fleet, but at least you've got some fire. Manage these coordinates. It's a quest. Sure, let's check it out. Asteroid field. Your shields are being taxed as they deflect the debris from an asteroid field. As you weave your way between the rocks, you happen upon a rock pirate stronghold. You're ready to teleport signatures and hear shouts aboard the ship. Big missile, 3 shields, they have a cloak or something. They do have a cloak. Crew's on board. Let's try and suffocate them as much as we can. Stuff you into doors to slow down their progress. And we'll put everyone else into medbay. More intruders. Into weapons this time. Okay, into medbay. Let's vent the back of the ship. We can actually vent. That'll vent from the top as well. That'll be fine. Let's leave that closed for now. I wouldn't mind venting this room. I suppose we can do that from that side. You got a medbay. Let's close medbay off. We can vent shields as well. That's not important. Let's keep our doors closed as well. The door room. And we'll vent that as well. We've got mind control, so we can actually do... I don't want to mind control anyone on board our ship. I want to mind control their pilot if we can. They're going for our cloaking. Let's let them suffocate for a little while. We'll close the door and shields, then we'll vent the shields room as well. They decloak. Our evasion's 30%, we should dodge some of their shots. 2. Okay, them to shields. How quickly can we get shields to vent? I think if we do this, we can get to vent really quickly, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. We don't want them to destroy shields, and they're going to be able to destroy shields pretty quickly because they've got 4 crew members doing it. If we mind control one of these guys, what happens? He fights them good. That should stop them from damaging shields, at least. Good. Weapons charging. We'll cloak with their missile shot. Right now. Lasers are ready. I'm not sure what their cloak is doing, if it's going to go soon. Okay, we can kill you now. They're trying to get to medbay, actually. Actually, you're an enemy. You're mind controlled at the moment, so we'll put both of our guys into medbay, power medbay. And we'll let them into medbay and kill them as quickly as we can. Close everything else. Close that. Wasn't sure whether they were going to cloak or not, so we just took the chance. Medbay's on. We should be fine in this fight, I think. Yeah, they've gone back to their ship. Wait, they'll actually come back a little bit. Okay, back to stations. I think we'll wait for the pike beam. No, let's fight their shields. They've got a clone bay. We may get more intruders here in a second. Pike beam's back. We can also cloak through the next shot. More intruders. I think I'll try and get to the engines. Yep. Okay, we'll let them into engines. They don't want to go into engines now. Make up their mind. Let's mind control their pilots. Let's cloak. Let's fire at their... What do we want to go for? Let's go for their weapons. 5 fuel, 34 scrap. It's a pretty good fuel offer. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to try and get more scrap from them. No surrender. Okay, let's fall back to medbay. Ooh, missile away. Can we get our defense activated in time? Yes, we can. Go back to shields. And the intruders have went back to their ship. Good. Oxygen back on. Open internal doors. Pike beam's ready. Let's go for their weapons this time. Go for the 5-room combo. That should finish them off. Get close to finishing them off at least. 2 hull points remain on their ship. Okay, back to stations. Cloak's back. Excellent, no damage taken. 3 fuel, 48 scrap. Let's grab one more beacon, then we'll go to the quest. Rocky Rock cargo ship has taken its orders too literally and took the most direct route to their destination, right through an asteroid field. They're confused and fire wildly as you jump in. Good shields, okay-ish weapons as well. I don't think their weapons are going to be a threat with the cloak and defense drone that we've got. No cloak on their ship though, so we should be able to get through their shields with a properly timed shot here. If we might control their pilots. Whatever, let's just attack their weapons, I suppose. Goes their missile, let's cloak. Their shields are down. Let's go for, I think we get a really massive room combo on this ship as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 room shot. And we want to wait for the weapons to be charged before we fire again. Their piloting system is down, so the shots will still go through. Let's go for their shields with the lasers. Okay, weapons powered back up again. Let's go one more shot. This should finish them off, actually. 5 missiles, 27 scrap, no surrender for that. That rock hull plating is saving them there. One fuel, 56 scrap, wow. Okay, let's check out this quest beacon and see what we've got. Next to a sun, you arrive at the coordinates given and find yourself dangerously close to an M-class star. The other ship messages you, look, let's see how long your puny ship can handle this heat. Prepare for a challenge. 3 shields, cloak, 2 flak, flak 1, a flak 2, some burst lasers, a burst 3 and a burst 1, wow. Got the cloak and the defense drone on our side. It's a matter of timing the cloaks for their burst 3 and their flak 2, I think. Let's see what happens. They're charging the FTL as well. Well, if they're charging the FTL and they've got a long cloak, there's probably no chance of stopping them from getting away. Let's cloak straight away. We've got 3 shields. We might be able to pull it off, we'll see what happens. Okay, pike beam charging, let's mind control their pilot. Weapons. And let's go... shields down, let's go like that with the pike beam. Weapons, engines, cloak, and piloting. Their piloting's offline, excellent. Solar flare is imminent. Ooh, all their shots miss. Here comes the flak. Ooh, hit to the hull. No damage though. Solar flare goes off. Let's put that out quickly. Cloak back to stations. Okay, let's fire again, this time at their weapons. Same combo again with the pike beam. If I can reach. Excellent. We should be fine here. It's 5 shots, a few should miss. I think we can finish them off with one more shot. Ooh, if we can time it. Jump imminent. Do I want to jump away before they jump? Does it even matter? Let's jump away before they jump. You exit the jump surrounded by dirt and rocks. Before long, a blast is deflected by your shields, but that was no asteroid. Incoming pirates. 2 heavy 2s, small missile, asteroids as well. At least a 2 power cloak on their ship. Their missile's going to fire straight away. Actually, everything's going to fire on their ship straight away. We should be able to take these guys down pretty quickly though. Wait for the pike beam to charge. I'll control their pilots. And we'll probably defense drone to get rid of this missile as well. Let's take power out of shields, activate the defense drone. Pike beam, what combination do I want to go for here? Weapons and shield. And cloak, probably that. Power back to shields. They're down to 2 shields. They're doing repairs on their shields though. We probably don't need power no cloak anymore either. No, they've got their 3 shields back up. Let's wait for the pike beam to be powered. Missile away, another cloak. One controller's back as well. We can stop them from repairing something, I suppose. Probably shields. Pike beam's back. Oh. Managed to get a shot away even though they're close. Heavy 2, interesting. 1 fuel, 58 scrap, and a heavy laser Mark II. Okay, wouldn't mind having a look at that. It's a 3 power weapon though, so we can't actually power it up. I think its charge time is really long though. You arrive to find what appears to be a colonised moon. However, scans show it has been abandoned. You also detect an abandoned space station near the beacon. Examine the station. Ooh, not good. You dock with the station to take a look inside. However, no sooner do you open the airlock than pirates burst in. Meanwhile, scanners pick up a previously undetected pirate ship moving into attack. 3 shields, Zoltan shield. That's a fire beam, I think. Burst laser, missile, heavy laser, and Triton board as well. Sort of a mixed boarding party there. Trying to break out of the door room, fair enough. I wouldn't mind getting them into medbay if I could. They're also mind controlling my pilot, which I don't want. What do we do here? Let's try and vent those rooms. Turn the oxygen off. We'll just start firing because we need to get their Zoltan shields down. We can also use the pike beam for that. Turn the oxygen off. Cloak through that, get you guys into medbay. Turn medbay on. Good, missile misses. They want to go into medbay, they're more than welcome to. Let's open the doors, put the oxygen back on. Pike beam should take down their Zoltan shields. Good. We'll use the defense drone for the next missile shot. Let's close the doors. Do we want to fire now? We have to leave our mind control to counter theirs. They're probably going to mind control my pilot, would be my guess. No. That's kind of annoying. Let's actually try and take out their mind control. Missile away from them. Let's knock down one of our shields, put the defense drone back on. Let's mind control their pilot. Let's try and take out their mind control. Good, mind control down. Turn off the defense drone, power back to shields. We better kill those intruders before too much longer. And they're dead. Back to stations. Let's put power back to engines for evasion. Missile away from them. Cloak. Burst laser we'll put onto their shields. Actually, let's go to their weapons. Shields down. Excellent. We should better finish them off with the next shot, I think. Wait for the pike beam to charge. Let's go back to their shields. Four fuel, 34 scrap, no surrender. Get 2 fuel, 57 scrap. 231. Let's have a quick look at this Heavy 2. 3 power, 13 seconds. Actually a reasonable firing time on that. We could probably swap out the burst one for the Heavy 2. It's a 2-shot weapon. Same as this, but it does 2 damage per shot. We only need 1 more weapons power to run it as well. I mean, it's pretty hard to pass that up. We'll put that on 1. We'll de-equip the burst 1, power the heavy instead. Probably need to grab a little bit more reactor power as well. Let's do some healing before we move on. Next thing to do is probably upgrade the engines and the shields. Shields maybe, but definitely the engines. Actually, we'll do that now. go for one more engine power. Gives us 40% evasion. Maximum of 45 if we need it. Actually, let's leave the power in there for now. How much is the next upgrade? 60 for the next engine upgrade. That's the end of the sector though. And we've got the last stand coming up next. The final sector. I'm going to leave it there for now though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.